This video is going to be how to multiply by a two-digit number. Okay, we are going to take the problem 28 times 12. Now the first thing we're going to do is some quick estimation using the front digit or the first digit, calling this front end estimation. So 28 is going to be estimated to 30. 12 is going to be estimated to 10. Okay, so when we multiply our estimate, we are going to do 3 times 1 is 3. And then this zero means it's 10 times bigger than 3. So let's add a 0 to make that 10 times bigger. And then this 0 means it's 10 times bigger again than 30. So we're going to put another 0 on here. So now we have an estimate of 300. Now let's take a look at what the exact answer comes out to be. We always start right here in the bottom right corner, and we go 2 times 8 is 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 2 again in this corner, times 2 is 4, plus this 1 makes 5. Now, in this second row, I have a little saying, the second row always starts with a 0. It kind of rhymes a little bit. So we're going to put a 0 here. And now we're done looking at that 2. We're going to focus on this digit here. And in this situation, it's a 1. So we're going to do the same pattern. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. And now we're going to add them up. So in the ones column, we have a 6. 5 plus 8 is 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now this is our exact answer. And then what we're going to do is take a look at how close our estimate came. And you can tell that it's very close. And if we had done something wrong, maybe we didn't line up all of these numbers correctly, we probably would not have gotten a number so close to the estimate over here. So let's try another problem. Okay, let's take 43 and multiply it by 27. Okay, let's do our front end estimation. 43 is close to 40. 27 is close to 30. Okay, so we're going to look at our basic fact of 3 times 4, and you should know that that is 12. So we put that in the front. Now, it's not 4 here, it's 40. So to make this answer 10 times greater, we're going to put a 0 down in the answer. That takes care of this 0. And then we have another 0 here, which means we need to make our answer 10 times greater again. So we're going to add another 0 in the answer. So we have, let me change colors here. Now we have 3 times 4 is 12. And then we have 2 zeros. 1, 2. Here's 1, 2. So our estimate is going to be 1,200. Okay, so now let's go over and see what our exact answer is. Okay, we always start down here in the bottom right corner. Okay, so we say 7 times 3 is 21. Put down the 1, carry the 2. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus this 2 would make 30. Okay, so that's our first row. And that means we are done with this 7, and we are done with this 2. Okay, so now our second row has to start with a 0 here because we're going to use this 2. But the value of this 2 is not really 2. It's a value of 20, which is 10 times bigger. That's why we put this 0 here, because it is not a 2. Again, this 2 has a value of 20. Okay, now we repeat the pattern. So, starting with this 2, we have 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we're going to add these up. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 6 is 6. 3 plus 8 is 11. And now our exact answer is 1,161. And if you compare that to our estimate, we are in the ballpark. Now, I'm going to take the same problem and show you what it would look like without doing it correctly, which means the main mistake is going to be leaving out this 0 that starts in the second row. So we're going to do 43 times 7, and we're going to do it incorrectly on the next slide. Okay, 43 times 27. Now again, remember I said we're going to do this incorrectly, and we know what our estimate is from the last slide. We know our estimate is going to be about 1,200. Okay, so we're going to break the rules and see what happens. Okay, we always start here. 7 times 3 is 21. Put down the 1, carry the 2. 7 times 4 is 28, and I'm going to circle this, 29, 30. Okay, so now here's where I'm going to forget to put a 0 right here. This is the most common mistake. Okay, so now I'm done with this 7. I circled that 2. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to repeat the pattern, but I'm going to use this 2 here. 2 times 3 is 6. Now again, I'm forgetting to put the 0 there. 2 times 4 is 8. And that's all I have. So I'm going to add this up. This gives us 7, 8, 3. 387. Whoa, when you look at that compared to our estimate, we know our answer should be close to 1,200. Uh-oh, something is very WRONG. And we know that is because this second row did not have a 0 in this spot. So that's always the first thing you check. Okay, I'm going to put another problem here on the board, and then I want you to hit pause and see if you can do the estimate correctly first. Okay, so let's say I do 62 times 35. Okay, now pause the video, go ahead and do your estimate over here like this, and tell me what you think it's going to be. Okay, 62, you should have 60. 35, you should have 40, because anything that's 5 or higher is going to make your other number round up. Okay, so now pause the video again, and I want you to tell me what our estimate is going to be. Okay, you ready? 4 times 6 is 24. We got to make it 10 times bigger, so put that 0 there. 10 times bigger again, put that 0 there. So our estimate with the comma in the correct place is 2,400. EST. Okay. Now, we're going to do the exact answer, and I want you to pause the video now, and I want you to do the first row, which is 62 times 5. Okay? Pause it. Okay, let's see if you did it the way I did it. 5 times 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 5 times 6 is 30, plus this 1 gives us 31. So far you should have 310. If you got that right, you're doing good so far. Okay, now pause it again and remember what goes in that first spot over here on the end. Go ahead and try it. Okay, here we go. This spot right here gets a 0. Now we're done with this 5, we're done with that 1, and now we're going to do the same pattern, but we're going to use the 3. But it's not really 3, it's 30. That's why this 0 is here. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. Get everything lined up. Put a plus sign, and you should have 1,860 for your second row. If you did that, you are still doing very well. Okay, then the last step is to add up our columns and get a total. So this is 0, 7, 11, put down the 1, carry the 1, and that would make 2. So 2,170 is our estimate. Is our exact answer. And looking at our estimate, not too bad. It's in the 2000s. That's a good sign. And then our hundreds are off just a little bit, but we still know that we are not way, way, way out of whack. Okay, pause the video. Now, if you need more help, I want you to go to one of my favorite math websites, and it's on YouTube, but it's also a regular website called undo that. Math Antics, ANTICS.com. Okay, and the videos to watch are FREE. So he will do a video for you and see if you can follow that. And he's basically going to do the same thing that I've done. He may give you a little bit of a different explanation, and that may be helpful. And from here, I think that's all I have to say for right now. So have a nice day.